Yo, what up guys, today we're going to be playing Fallout 76 Part 4, I think. And today we're not going to be continuing this main storyline. We're going to be starting the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. And so for that we have to hold on. I can listen to the Brotherhood of Steel Welcome podcast. Also, that's what Fort Atlas is. Go to Fort Atlas. It's over there somewhere. I want to see what's over here though. Oh, it looks like a Brotherhood of Steel logo. Is the Brotherhood of Steel camp? It is! The Brotherhood of Steel camp.
Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
Whoa.
There's so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Oh!
The raiders, the ghouls, anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Whoa.
You look like you could use some work. Hello, civilian. What can I do for you? Farewell. How can the Brotherhood help?
This is so cool. What is... I can collect it? What do you mean? What? What? Oh? Add to your armor. What? Oh. Oh, hello. Nice thing to find fusion cores. And then I can wear it a lot. So I guess I should go to Fort Atlas. So that's what Fort Atlas is.
This is Commander Sofia Daguerre of the USSA. This is an emergency. USSA, come in. Please, come in. There was a malfunction upon re-entry. I repeat, we've crashed somewhere. Crew status unknown. Broadcasting my coordinates. Please hurry.
We'll do that later because I want to get to the Brotherhood of Steel. think this is it. Welcome to the neighborhood. Automatic air missile. What?
Brotherhood's always... Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
Too far to get turned down now. Well, I'm thinking about joining up.
Looking to sign up? Or just curious?
How about you?
Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere.
Am I actually gonna do this? Am I actually gonna get into the Brotherhood of Steel? I hope so. I wonder if Maxon's in this. Kinda cool. Is that Night Shin?
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin. If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now. Did he? Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary. Initiate Dorsey is too trusting, but I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order? If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately.
Go home. Let us take care of things here.
Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
Okay. I'll do
I
that.
have my eye on you.
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Local recruits bear health, if underfed.
You better have something useful to say to me.
I don't know
Oh,
what Gauss
can't he
is,
come to me himself?
There's a gun that shoots those.
What, he needs to
I want
requisition
it.
some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool,
Night Shin's
Sean.
training, weapons, and evasive.
So, what's he got to say to me? The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this,
If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance
This
to
place
make
is
things
kind of a
right.
dump.
Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
have so much to teach us.
All right. What else did you want? Then tell them, and get them to do something about it.
This better be worth it.
Greetings, civilian.
I'm gonna interview the other people first before I go to him.
Speak? Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers. The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Knight Shin want to know? I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
Ain't no kind of life wrapped up in metal.
Thank you. Be well.
Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around
What
here?
is it now?
You know, about the guns. You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal? Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt?
Fortifications
All right,
appear
shoot.
adequate, if rushed.
Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty
This
folks
place
out
goes
there.
sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words.
Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well,
Did you wish to
go
speak?
get him, Tiger.
Another nuke. We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
You looking at something?
Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
Did you wish to speak with me?
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Artnap.
Looks
So,
like a rad
what's
roach
this
dragged in.
night fella sent you for? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day.
Show no signs of infectious
They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well,
Looks
I
like a
ain't got
rad roach
much.
dragged in.
I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra. And I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So,
You looking at
seems fair.
something?
Did you wish to speak with me?
Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Lord.
Report to Night Shannon. Okay.
Have you finished the task I gave you? Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the Doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
How do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm...
That shows commendable discipline. Scribe Valdez may have interest if he returns, but if so, he is her problem. That appears to resolve the matter on our end. Next report. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
Now the settlers want to rebuild.
That's irrelevant.
Future.
The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next? No, we are not arms dealers. Listen to me. The Brotherhood is not in the business of arming civilians. End of discussion. Moving on. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
Military-grade hardware.
Be vigilant, outsider.
Alright.
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
Yes.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Whoa. It's so cool.
Shouldn't you be waiting in the entryway?
Never forget.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here? Oh, a prospective initiate. The Night Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. So, how about it? Help me out and I'll put in a... Didn't even have... Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Any questions before we start? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Alright. Can't believe we're joining the Brotherhood of Steel. This is so cool to me. I should join them and fill out more, but I did not know that they were in this. Huh. Scared me. Oh. Oh, cave cricket. What is a cave cricket? Gross. Oh, what's that thing? That was really weird. What the heck? Bye, builders.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Yet, you'd be amazed how many people refuse to do it. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
I did not mean to shoot.
Here's a
I'm
document.
not reading all that.
This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That's a mature attitude to take. I really appreciate that. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood. I did ask you to help, after all. It's only fair you're prepared for what you might find. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after.
Perfect. Ah!
Are you okay? Looks like we've got company.
Where? Ooh. Ooh. Die. How are there so many?
Close one.
Ah! Oh, come on! Die.
That does it for the inspection. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment? It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were... Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well so far. Nobody does, outside of a classroom. That's why I love to evaluate new prospects this way. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you earn my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started? I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
All right. So I gotta extract the components from the Atlas machines. Okay. Now what? There.
Can you pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core?
Whoa.
What was that?
Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Do not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered. And fairness.
Why? Where's this gonna fight? I'm low health. Heal.
Law-abiding citizens, please keep the
Glad that's over with.
Oh my god, why is it money again? How many are there? Oh my god.
Here we go.
Where's that one enemy that I can't seem to find? Oh.
Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is out of commission, but I think with a little elbow grease, we'll get it working. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy. They condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. Oh, I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
Am I over encumbered? Yes, I am. Field testing.
Hope those kids we picked up are doing okay. What were their names again? Started with an M.
Operation would involve this much paperwork. must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need? Well, between this and the report I have from Knight Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks?
Yes, of course.
With the recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out.
Raiders causing trouble again.
Your reward is that I consider you worthy to join our ranks. Limited intel suggests this is a milk run, perfect for a new recruit. But you're not wrong. We don't know the level of threat. Take this as an additional precaution.
Thank you.
We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply. Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
Alright guys,